Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and we're going to be doing a webinar on really unique best practices when it comes to creative coaching. Now, for the past 30 plus years, we've been teaching leaders how to coach their employees. And recently, in the last 2 to 3 years, we've come up with some really unique strategies and delivery methods for developing individual contributors, employees, and how to become approachable and coachable. And recently, I was having a conversation with somebody, and they said, you guys do some really unique things. Now, let me be very candid. We are not better at coaching than anybody else. I would never profess that. Yet I will say, I think we take some very creative approaches to delivering coaching solutions for our clients. Look, leaders always say to us, what? I don't have time to coach. So we have to be really creative. So a friend of mine said, you should teach this to other coaches. And I said, well, I've never thought of doing that because our target demographic is really the corporate customer. So what we're doing is we're launching a community called Creative Coaching Circle, where we all share our best practices. Not what we do. This is not about getting on LinkedIn and getting appointments. This is about how do you deliver coaching creatively? What are some tools? What are some solutions? What are some unique things that you can do that will differentiate your practice to build your business? And that's why we're doing this webinar. So what you're going to learn is the latest coaching techniques. This is based on real world examples of things we're doing. We're actually your peers. And, we're doing things like we're using video. We're building out our own AI tools. We're recently, for a client, we used ChatGPT to build out our own assessments. That actually took us less than 20 minutes. And we're also delivering very unique data delivery strategies. We're actually measuring things for our clients while we're actually coaching them. And then delivering a report where people are saying, oh my gosh, it's too much data. How often do we get the question? Well, how do you measure your program? And we're delivering data where people know exactly the trends going on inside their company. We're also automating our coaching. We're delivering content creatively. So if you're intrigued by this and you're a coaching practitioner, or even if you're a coach inside a company and you want to learn coaching techniques that really differentiate you, scale your time, save you time, but deliver a really impactful experience, join us during this webinar. Now, let me tell you where this came from. For years, I have tested off the charts as a high innovator. So I like to build things. I love AI. I love automation. I also love coaching. And you can bring those things together for a really powerful experience. And I read a book called Selling the Invisible. And it's about selling your services. And I thought, we got to get better at this. And it's the greatest thing I've ever heard. The author says, don't try to sell more of your service. Build your service. Create a service that's easy to sell. You want to sell your service? Work on your service. So I want to share with you, right after I read that book, I went out in an endeavor. I started to learn AI tools, automation tools, different video tools. And I had a client come to me and say, we need to measure this. Within 20 minutes, I used ChatGPT. I built out 20 questions that was specific to their needs. I actually put it into a tool and built out an assessment 100% branded to the client within 20 minutes. So if that intrigues you, whether you use assessments or not, that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be sharing during this webinar. Now, we're also going to be launching a community called the Creative Coaching Circle, where every month we're going to have webinars, we're going to have members sharing best practices, we're going to have an online community, things like that, just to get all of us as coaching practitioners, not the traditional, here's how you get more appointments. There's enough of that out there. But how do we differentiate ourselves? Because, the fact of the matter is, it's not who we are or what we know, yet it's also based on how we deliver things. And when we can differentiate ourselves in terms of delivery and creativity, what we've also done is differentiated ourselves from the competition. I hope you'll join us. So I'm going to show you a QR code here very quickly. And what this will do is give you a QR code to the registration page. And let me just show that to you. And so if you want to just take a quick snapshot of that, I'll also put a link here as well that you can register for the webinar. It's 100% free. I am going to be promoting the community at the end. I want to be very transparent. I've never really thought about doing this, but the thing I love to do when I go to conferences is sit down with other coaches, other thought leaders, and say, I've never thought of doing that, and learn from them. It's not always what we know, but it's how we do it and how we deliver it. So I hope you'll join us. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.